Tirico along with my partner Greg Oaks, and that's the kicker, Tyler Lute, set to get this started. And off we go from Gillette Stadium. And he'll be out of bounds on the return. And the drive will begin there.
At their own 22-yard line.
Boy, some bulk in the formation on that right side here for 1st and 10. First play, and May goes to the air. He'll spot Henry open downfield. And he'll be taken down up past the 40-yard line. Can't ask for much more. 22 yards on the first play of the drive. May now on 1st and 10. That's over the middle, but it's incomplete. Hunter Henry was the one he was looking to connect with. And it'll bring up 2nd down. We're going to run, and this is Travion Henderson. He plunges forward for a couple of yards. Teddy Buchanan is there on the tackle.
That's
3rd and 7.
It's 3rd and 7.
Here's May. He manages to get the throw away and completes it. And he'll be taken down, but they are in business inside the 30-yard line.
Patriots, 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 27-yard line.
Throwing on 1st and 10 is May.
Drake May sacked by Travis Jones. A loss of 11. It's 2nd and 21 at the 39-yard line.
Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. Throwing is May. He'll locate his big target, Henry, over the middle. And they're going to be set up in the red zone. They've got it inside the 15.
That's another Patriots 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
They run straight ahead with Henderson. And good blocking up front, paving the way for a gain of 8 on the ground. A good spot here, 2nd and a yard. To throw is May. And he's in. Touchdown, New England. A terrific way to start this one. Not only a touchdown, but a nice long march down the field. Makes it a long walk back to the bench for the defense.
Mike, that's about as good as you can imagine starting a game offensively. To be able to sustain that many plays and be able to cap it off with a touchdown, that is a dream start for this offense.
So following the touchdown, Borregales is back to send this one away. On the return, it's Keaton Mitchell. He'll be brought down right around the 25-yard line. Now the first carry for King Henry. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's it. Lost one on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11. From the gun, Jackson. That's caught. Derrick Henry. And they will finally run him down. A big play there for Baltimore. 39 yards.
We see so many wide receivers in today's NFL that almost resemble more of a running back style. When they get the ball in their hands, not only are they able to pick up big yards, they're able to fight through tackles and make people miss. That's an element that a lot of offenses are searching for. Takes a lot of pressure off the quarterback.
And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line. Jackson to his big target, Andrews, for the Baltimore first down.
First and 10 at the 22-yard line.
Blitz coming. He'll throw it. This one complete to Bateman. He'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
Lamar going to work from the pistol. He's got his big tight end, Mark Andrews. Touchdown, Baltimore.
And what a response by this offense. It's not easy taking the field, Mike, for the first time in the game, and you find yourself already down a score. They watch their opponent kind of march down the field and score on the opening possession, and they're able now to go out and square it on up. Allows you to take a deep breath, maybe get a little confidence for your defense to go out and get a stop, and they come away with this extra point. We got ourselves a tie ball game.
Tyler Luke to kick off for Baltimore.
Each team one possession, each team a score. 7-7 as they kick it off. This will be returned from the 6. And he'll be out of bounds on the return. And the drive will begin there.
At their own 24-yard line.
Unbalanced look here to the right side on 1st and 10. Throwing now is May. Forced out left. Now he'll run. Carrying that ball loosely, and it is out. One of the Ravens has it.
That was a great play by the defense, Mike. He got a little sloppy with ball security as he leaves the pocket. They're able to knock it loose and put an end to this drive.
In the pistol, Jackson ready. It's a short one caught by Andrews. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a first down completion of 7 yards.
The drag route, we used to say this is day one install. Every single offense in the NFL has this sort of route, especially for the tight end position. And depending on the speed and the run after catch ability of the tight end, sometimes it can lead to some of the biggest gains.
Now a 3rd and 2.
It's 3rd down and 2 yards.
Jackson. He'll look middle, and he's got his man complete. And he's going to have the first down taken down after a short pickup of 5, but it will keep the drive going.
Mike, I think we make so much of all these fancy routes, right? The selling, the head fakes, getting in and out of the break. And while that's really important to create separation, that's really more of a man beater. That's when teams want to just play you one-on-one and you have to beat.
And he's into the end zone. Derrick Henry, touchdown Ravens.
Touchdown.
You just don't see these kind of holes too often at this NFL level, Mike, and you can see once he got the ball, the clear line to the end zone, he doesn't get touched, and an unfortunate defensive breakdown here ends up costing him 6 points.
Ravens 14, Patriots 7. Tyler Luke to kick off for Baltimore.
Now, after the touchdown, Luke is back out to kick this one away. On the return, Travion Henderson. And that's well done by the kicking team. He's only able to make it past the 15-yard line. And in motion, it's Diggs. May, little pop pass to the receiver. And he's out of bounds, up beyond the 25. He's got a touchdown on the books from earlier, and that catch gets him a first down.
First and 10 at the 27.
Receiver in motion, going right. A run, and this is Henderson. And that play going nowhere. The defense all over that one. They'll bring him down for a big loss. Now the Patriots going to use their first timeout, and they'll get together prior to the second down play. From out of the gun, here's May. The reception belongs to Mac Hollins. And they'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one. So, a couple of first downs will give them 1st and 10. They're at the 41. Working out of the gun, it's May. He's found his receiver, Butte. And he's down inside the 40-yard line. First catch for him on the afternoon, and it results in a first down.
This is a really nice job of just finding a hole in coverage, Mike. And I used to say, hey, when you're open, stay open. That's the art of route running versus zone coverage. And it's a friendly target for the quarterback in space, and they're able to convert.
Ball rests at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Contact up front. Did they get one of the defenders to jump? So a lot of options on the table now. It's 1st and 5. And in motion, it's Diggs. On the give, it's Henderson. He'll take this down inside the 30. Malachi starts there for the stop.
He does a nice job coming from his safety position, filling his run gap assignment. Keeps this to a modest gain at best.
Once more, it's Henderson. He'll take this forward for about a yard at best. Travis Jones there to bring him down.
And after that short run, puts them a little bit closer to the first down marker, and they're going to need to create more running room on the ground if they plan on extending this drive.
3rd and short, and here is May. And Marlon Humphrey is there, and he picks it off. And a nice return there. He is out of bounds right at midfield.
It's not often, Mike, that everything breaks right for this type of return off of an interception. But boy, is it beautiful when it does. I mean, look at the defenders just flip around and become blockers, trying to spring their guy to the house. Great athleticism, some great moves on his part. I mean, he's going to have some of his offensive teammates looking over their shoulder for their position.
Zay Flowers, the intended receiver, and that will lead to a 2nd down. From the shotgun, here's Jackson. That is caught. It is Hopkins. Now the Ravens use their first timeout as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining until halftime. They're going to try to pick this up on 3rd and 8. Off the play fake, Jackson. He finds his receiver. That's Bateman. And he's out of bounds all the way inside the 15-yard line. It's a huge play in a tight ball game. It's a gain of 34. On play action, here's Jackson. That is caught to the goal line and in. Zay Flowers. Touchdown, Baltimore.
Mike, we used to have a saying that it was the responsibility of the receiver to run the route through the eyes of the quarterback. And I think this is a great example here. Two guys clearly on the same page. Quarterback expected his target to be in a certain place at a certain time. He's there, ball's delivered accurately. He's able to pick up the rest with his legs, and that's a big-time connection for the touchdown.
They didn't leave much time on the clock to put together a drive here at the end of the first half. And the kickoff's coming their way. This going to be returned from right around the goal line. He'll be out of bounds beyond the 20-yard line. Operating from their own 23, they'll begin 1st and 10. Operating from the shotgun, it's May. Oh, he's got a man running with them, and they connect. Down the left sideline. And he's out of bounds, but they're going to spot this inside the 25.
A 56-yard gain on the play. That's good for our Patriots. First down.
On 1st and 10, here's May. On the run to the right. That's going to be incomplete. They say no to the field goal, but that backfires. They're going to come away with nothing as this first half comes to an end.
Andy Borregales to kick off.
Both teams ready to get back at it as we get back underway here on EA Sports. On the return, it's Mitchell. And he's down at the 23, and that's where the offense will take over. They'll start out on the ground with Henry. A gain of 4 as he's taken down.
Caleb on the tackle. 4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6 at the 27-yard line.
Ball on the 27. Here's 2nd down and 6. They'll go again here with Henry.
Nice job by the running back making the first guy miss, but it's the pursuit by the entire defense. Even though he doesn't get him down on his first try, the rest of his guys are all rallying to the ball, and they bring him down for a short gain.
3rd down, 3 to go. Now Jackson. That's to the right side. He's got Andrews. And he's going to pick up the first down. He knew where that marker was and made sure he got beyond it.
This is a great example of where just having situational awareness is so critical in the huddle. When every one of those receivers, Mike, breaks the huddle and go line up, they've got to know where that first down marker is. If your route calls, get by it, secure the catch, and bring up a fresh set of downs.
On 1st and 10, Jackson. That is left side and caught by Flowers. And he's going to be taken down right at midfield. Remember, he had the touchdown catch the last time they had the football. Here, he's got a first down.
Really nice job there, Mike. I mean, he sees the blitz coming and just gets the ball out of his hands. Understand where your outlets are. It results in an easy pitch and catch and move the chains.
To the outside, catch made by Hopkins. And he's not going to get too far, tackled after a gain of just a yard.
A bit of a quick hitter here, and what you're hoping for, Mike, is that the defense can't react quickly enough because the ball's coming out so hot, but they knew it was coming, and they end up holding them to just a short gain.
He'll look Hopkins' way again. This is also complete. And he's got about 5 on this one before he's out of bounds. And they're set up a little bit better for 3rd down. Pistol formation with Jackson. He's got his tight end. That's Andrews. And he's going to have the first down. It is a gain of 6. Good conversion on 3rd down.
1st and 10 at the
Jackson out of the pistol. A dive and a catch. Incredible. They'll come up here 1st and 10.
And the Baltimore 1st down. A gain of 15.
Again, it's Jackson.
Ravens 1st down.
That's into the hands of Flowers. And he will win the race to the pylon. He's in. Zay Flowers. Touchdown, Baltimore. That is 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. Greg, nothing changed at halftime. They come right out to start this third quarter and pick up where they left off.
Well, I think this defensive coordinator is going to think back to his halftime speech, Mike, because whatever adjustments he thought they made, it obviously didn't resonate. What we saw happen in the first half, they picked right back up here to start the third quarter, and at this point, the offense has hit its stride, and they continue to pull away.
Now, after the touchdown, Luke is back out to kick this one away. On the return, Travion Henderson. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start.
At their own 28-yard line.
It's a three tight end look as they have it 1st and 10.
Here goes throw. What's that?
Throwing now is May. Moving left, and he just does get that one away. He was being chased down, forced the awkward throw. Maybe he's fortunate that all it is an incompletion. He'll try again. It's 2nd and 10.
Here goes throw.
Throwing is May. Pressure gets there, and down he goes. So we are through 3. Back with more after the break. You're tuned in to the NFL on EA Sports. Work to do following the sack. It is 3rd and long. May gonna look to throw. And they will continue to go backwards. He's taken down for a sack. Going to leave the offense out there for 4th and long.
Crazy.
They'll go. Here's May. He manages to get the throw away and completes it. And he's going to have the Pats' 1st down. They convert in style there. Big play on 4th and long.
1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Angel.
Out of the gun, here's May. Oh, he's going to be bottled up and taken down. They got him.
The loss of 6 brings up 2nd and 16 at the 37-yard line.
May to throw on 2nd down. That is caught downfield by Douglas. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield.
22 yards.
Here's 1st and 10.
Patriots, 1st down.
To throw is May. Oh, a teardrop throw there off his back foot. It's complete. 19 more on that one, and another 1st down.
Patriots, 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 22-yard line.
Working out of the gun, it's May. And they'll have 1st and goal. He is down inside the 10-yard line.
12 more yards. That's another Patriots 1st down. 1st and goal.
To throw now, May. Forced out wide. That is caught back corner of the end zone. Hop Douglas. Touchdown, Patriots. Well, Greg, the light's still on way down at the end of the tunnel here. They are climbing back into this one with that touchdown here in the 4th quarter.
And they have a tall task ahead of them, Mike, but they have a chance. I mean, we've seen stranger things happen. They got a 2-possession game here late. They're going to need a couple stops, and they're going to need a couple things to bounce their way.
Patriots 14.
So following the touchdown, Borregales is back to send this one away. That one's going to skip into the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
The drive begins at the 20. Here's 1st and 10. From the gun, Jackson. Flush to his right, going up top and looking for Flowers.
He's usually such a reliable target in the passing game. Like, we just don't see him struggle to come down with catches like that all too often. And when you're one of the go-to guys on your team, I know the hit's coming, but guess what? It feels a lot better after you take that hit after a catch than it does after a drop.
This one complete to Bateman. And he's going to get this to the 37-yard line. They'll drop to throw. He'll look underneath for Henry. And he's going to be brought down up past the 45. Give him 10 more on that one. Just enough for another 1st down.
It's a gain of 10.
To the air one more time with Jackson. That one out in front of his big target. They cannot connect. And it falls incomplete. Searching for his Pro Bowl tight end Mark Andrews that time. And it'll bring up 2nd down. A throw, left side, caught by Andrews. And he'll be stopped short of the 1st down. He's able to look it in and get forward for a pickup of about 8. You've got to consider this an absolute must-stop defensively. It's 3rd down. They'll try and run for this with Henry. And he's got nowhere to go. That defensive front controlling the line of scrimmage. It'll bring up 4th down.
You want to see linebackers play downhill, Mike, meaning there's not a lot of side-to-side pursuit. They're attacking the line of scrimmage, attacking the ball carrier. That's exactly what we saw out of this guy here. He's able to make the stop at the line of scrimmage and keep it to no gain.
That's caught. Left side. It's complete. And he's going to have the 1st down. Aggressive call there. It works out as they convert on 4th down. Lamar going to work from the pistol. He'll be hit as he throws, and that one will wind up incomplete. Could not step into the throw that time. It'll bring up 2nd down. Here's Jackson. Oh, he couldn't set his feet, but he completes it anyway. And he will be taken down. We'll see if they want to use those timeouts. This one is about done. This one all but over. Here's 3rd down. Jackson up top again. Open man, left side. He's got it. And he's going to have the 1st down. So they convert on 3rd down with a pickup of 9.
3rd downs, Mike, those are quarterback downs. Those are the downs where you tend to find yourself in a must-pass situation, and that's where the top guys in the league are still capable of overcoming it. So throw the ball downfield, be accurate with the ball. Winning on 3rd downs, that is a recipe for success. They just have to be more creative with their route concepts, Mike. I mean, there's nobody open, nowhere to go with the ball, and quarterback's just forced to throw that one away.
2nd down. Jackson. Nowhere to go. He's going to be taken down. The Ravens now going to use their final timeout, and they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in the game. 3rd and long for Jackson. The blitz overwhelms the offensive line, and down he goes.
And it's 4th down.
4th down. Jackson. This is caught. He's got a long way to go. And he'll be brought down there, and that'll put a wrap on this one. Time has expired in this 4th quarter. So it is a win here for the visitors, the Ravens. And right away you can point to the turnover.